Bonjour, c'est Rim Chami, je suis chef et aujourd'hui je reçois chez moi le chef Davide Luciani et la chef Dalila Salonia. Je les reçois à l'occasion de la 9e édition de la Semaine de la cuisine italienne dans le monde. Ensemble, nous allons faire un risotto avec une particularité, je vous laisse regarder. Ciao! How are you? Thank you, welcome. I'm happy to see you guys. I know you're here for the week of the Italian cuisine, right? As usual, we always get the Italian chef at Tablier. So what are you making us today?
Today we're gonna make a saffron risotto, originally from Milan.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make a twist with some licorice and edible flower. To bring it up all the flavor of the saffron.
Is that your recipe?
It's one of the nice match.
Okay. I've never heard about licorice and saffron yet.
Yeah, because they're gonna balance together.
Sweetness and... All right. I'm gonna give you apron. So, chef, you're starting with the stock, right?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna use?
We're gonna use the celery, but the Italian one.
Okay.
The shallots.
Yeah.
And the carrot.
These are the vegetables you always use for the vegetable stock?
Yeah.
Or do you add another one? Or?
No, actually, there is only these three.
Only these three.
Or if you don't have the shallots, we can use the brown onion.
And which celery are you going to use? The Moroccan or the imported?
No, we're gonna use the imported one for this recipe because are more sweet and for our risotto much better.
Yeah.
Because the celery from Morocco are very strong on flavor.
Yeah.
And can change the taste.
Powerful.
Yeah, it's so powerful. For our risotto, for the saffron that are so delicate, it's gonna cover up the flavor a little bit.
All right, so let's start.
We start to peeling the carrot.
So you said it's a risotto alla milanese. Is it typical from Milan?
Yeah, it's typical from Milan.
Okay.
And there is a legend about it. Okay. So the legend means when the Milan Cathedral was building, it was a glassmaker that used the saffron for color the glass.
Okay.
One day this glass maker gave the saffron to a cook for trying to make a colorful risotto, and this is how it's burned the risotto alla milanese.
Okay.
But it's nothing official, it's just a legend.
Okay, okay, I love the story, But the saffron is not from Milan, right?
It's from Abruzzo.
Okay.
Yeah, the best one.
And how about the stock? Do you make like a big quantity of stock usually, or do you go with the small quantity for every risotto?
No, usually we go with one celery stick, one carrot, and one onion for make around 5-6 portions of risotto.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
It's about 10 liters of water.
And you make this in the restaurant? Every day?
Every day fresh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fresh is best. So we're gonna take the shallot.
Okay.
And there is one trick about the shallots, or shallot or brown onion, that if you got it and you burn it, you're gonna take it off more flavor, and the veg stock are much better.
You caramelize the sugar?
We burn with the torch.
With the blowtorch, okay. Oh wow, we're gonna have fire.
And we keep also the skin, because the skin is also flavor. Okay. We don't waste anything like that.
Okay.
After that, we're gonna cut in a big pieces the carrot and the celery, and we're gonna add in our stock.
So you went to cooking school, right?
Oui.
These are one of the first dishes that you learn, or did you learn it when you went to Milan or Rome to a restaurant?
No, this one actually are a very famous signature dish for the father of the Italian cuisine. It's called Gualtiero Marchesi.
Okay.
He used to make saffron risotto, very special, in restaurants, and he was the one that bring the nouvel cuisine in Italy.
Okay.
You're gonna study this kind of risotto when you are at the school.
Oh, so it's a basic recipe.
Yeah, it's a basic recipe.
So I know that you're here for the culinary week, Italian culinary week, and I know you're making a lot of dishes this week. So what are you making apart from the risotto today?
Yesterday we just make a sauce from the Campania region, the heart of Naples, called salsa alla Luciana, from Santa Lucia, where is the fisherman over there. Okay. And one of the fishermen have a surname like my one, Luciani. Okay. And for this, Luciana.
Okay. By the way, the fragrance of the shallot, right?
Yes, smells so
crazy.
Nice. So now we're gonna put our vegetable in our boiling water.
Okay.
So we're gonna add our celery.
Why do you cut your vegetables so small?
Depends. If you cut it small, you're gonna take off more flavor from the vegetable.
All right.
And the right timing for the veg stock is about half an hour. If you're gonna boil in the veg stock more than half an hour, all the flavor is gonna evaporate.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. It's incredible. The smell of the shallots. It's incredible.
So the shallots give flavor and color to the stock.
No salt, no bay leaf, no bouquet garni.
No, simple. Now, if you're gonna add something extra like a fennel or like a thyme or like a leak, it's gonna call bouillon. It's gonna be the French part of the stock.
And you don't want to be the French part, right?
No, Italian 100%.
We're Italians.
Of course.
Chef, I have one last question.
Yeah.
What kind of rice do I need to use for a risotto?
So in Italy, we have the arborio rice and the cannaroli rice.
Okay.
It depends about the area where you're gonna pick up the risotto.
Okay.
It's the name of the little town in Italy, Arborio.
Yeah.
And the cannaroli the same. Arborio and cannaroli have almost the same starch.
Oh, okay.
Are match very well both of them for make the risotto.
Oh, okay.
It's not about basmati, jasmine rice. They have a less starch than the risotto, so we need a nice seeds for remove the starch of the risotto and make a nice cream of the risotto.
Okay, nice. So, allora, tell me, Chef, where does your love for cooking comes from? Where did you learn to cook? Did you watch your grandma or?
Because of my mama.
All Italians.
Yeah, we used to cook a lot, me and my mother together.
Okay.
The fresh pasta once a week.
Okay.
The pastry almost twice a week.
Okay.
So since when I was young,
This is how you got the love for cooking, right? How about you, Chef?
My grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Because you're different. You're a savory chef, and then you're a pastry chef. And today you're the executive chef at Marzapane restaurant.
So we're gonna start to put some cannaroli rice in our risotto.
Yeah. What is a typical portion of a risotto?
A regular portion is 60 grams of raw ice.
Per person?
Per person.
Okay. And you weigh them for every,
In the restaurant, yes, at home no.
Okay.
At home is by sentiment, by feeling.
By eye.
Exactly.
In Morocco, we have a saying that your eyes is your scale.
Yeah.
So when you ask your mother, like you, how much do I put? She's like, عينك ميزانك. And you're like, okay, what is the scale? So what is your favorite dish to cook?
My favorite dish is from my grandfather, actually. Is pasta al pesto, Genovese. Because basically we go to pick up the peanuts close to our house.
Okay.
Me and my grandfather and my father all together. And after we're gonna take one by one, and
by
we're gonna
one
open one by one. And we're gonna make the typical pesto alla Genovese.
Okay.
But it's not the classic one because my grandfather used to put the green beans and the potato inside the pesto. Because some old people from Genoa say that one is the original recipe, and when I tried that one, it was for me my favorite
potato
one.
and green beans?
Yes.
Yes, very
boiled
good.
potato
Do
and
you
green
cook
beans.
them?
Yeah, you're gonna boil, and after you're gonna take some dice of potato and some pieces of green beans, and you're gonna mix together with the pesto, and you're gonna take some peas and some potato also when you blended the pesto.
Oh, wow. I never heard that.
It's very rich.
Very good.
Okay. And how about you, Chef? What is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is pizza.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Very Italiana.
I understand. And what kind of dough do you like?
A Roman dough.
Roman dough.
So let's start with the fat,
Yeah.
because we need to toast our rice.
Okay.
So we're gonna put some butter. We're gonna put some butter in the pot.
Okay.
And for help us to cooking, we're gonna bring the smoke point high. And we're gonna add also some vegetable oil. So like this doesn't burn the protein.
To
of
burn the
meat.
butter, of course.
A small touch. Once the butter are melted, we're gonna add our risotto. Why we do this? Because we need to close the starch in the risotto.
Yeah.
The risotto is also a cereal, so we need to bring it up the flavor of the rice, and we need to stabilize the cereal. So make it nice and close everything, and to release the starch later on when we're gonna do the mantecatura.
Mantecatura.
Yeah, mantecatura is when you're gonna put another butter, some grated parmesan. You remove from the heat, and you start to shake it. Because if you shake it, all the starch come out from the rice, and you make a better cream.
Oh,
But
so
it
this
cannot
is why
be-
they always shake the risotto.
Yeah, because the cold and out help you to make a creamy and soft
I never knew
risotto.
that. I'm so happy. I'm learning so much.
I know one person
Yeah.
that teach me a lovely trick with the saffron.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
What is the trick?
Oh.
the person is you actually.
Yeah, I know that.
That if you put the ice cube on the saffron,
Yeah.
it's getting out more flavor
Yeah.
and much more faster.
Exactly.
And I didn't know about it,
Yeah.
so thank you, Chef Rim, for that.
Welcome. You know, you leave the ice cube to melt. So you put the ice cube, you put the saffron in it, and you leave it. And you're gonna see the color is more yellow.
I'm very curious. We're gonna
But you toast your saffron as well, right?
Yeah, we're gonna put under the light 20-30 seconds,
Yeah.
just for take it out more flavor.
Flavors.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once the butter is melted,
Yeah.
we're gonna add our risotto rice, our carnaroli. gently toasted a little bit until have some nice color, golden color.
Now I have a question, chef. This is a very small portion. This is a portion for one person. What if I have, I don't know, people over for dinner? Mm-hmm. Sometimes the rice gets mushy. How to avoid that?
This is because you put too much water when you start to cook the rice. So the water must be gently, step by step. Usually for the risotto rice is a 5 liter like that, and the risotto is supposed to be ready.
5 liters?
Around five of this, yes. But you're gonna add the one by one.
60 grams. So when you have like 1 kilo.
Considering that one of this is around 70 grams.
Okay.
60, 70 grams, yes. So you just multiply for the portion that you have to do it, and you have the right amount. Another trick is that to put 2 liters of this inside, let you reduce down until the water disappears.
Yeah.
Like this, you avoid the long timing of the risotto.
Yeah.
You keep it apart, and when your guest is coming, you continue to cook with the hot water, and you finish like that.
This is what you do in restaurants, right? Yeah, because it's quick, and I'm like always, how do they do this?
No, usually when the starter is coming, and in the check we have the risotto rice.
Yeah.
We're gonna, since when we get the starter, before the starter come out, the risotto is already alla marche.
Okay. So for the Italian Cuisine Week,
Oui.
I know yesterday you were at some kind of foundation, right?
Yeah.
What did you cook?
Chef Dalila make an amazing and lovely crostade with the apricot jam.
Okay.
And me and Mario, the owner of Marzapane, we make a tomato and basil pasta, classic one for the kids.
I love it. Okay, but you have an event where you're cooking for a restaurant. So what are you making? That one I want to know.
We're gonna make a 4 ends dinner, 1 plate each. So 1 starter from us, one starter from the restaurant, and the same also for the main course and for the dessert.
So it's a 4-hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
In
nice.
this case, it's a 6-hand.
6-hand, exactly. And what are you making?
Maritozzo?
It's brioche, right?
Yeah, brioche.
It's brioche.
Typical of Rome.
Okay.
And we make kraven or bombolone,
Okay.
typical dough,
Okay.
Italian, fry,
Okay.
filled with cream.
Okay. C'est bon?
We can start. Voilà.
How did you know c'est bon?
From the color of the rice,
Can I see the color of the rice?
it start to get
Okay.
a little bit
So it starts
transparent
to-
and
because
more
the-
golden
the-
color.
Okay.
We make this one for close the starch inside the
So you're
rice.
closing the starch.
So like this is like a protection when you're gonna start to put the vegetable stock.
Yeah.
But at the end,
Yeah.
when you're gonna shake the risotto, when you leave the timing for rest, all the starch is gonna get it out. It's gonna get very creamy.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. So how was it to cook with children?
It was the first time for us.
Really?
And they make our journey better. Our art, it was full of love because this person doesn't have all the comfort that we have. But even if they doesn't have an easy life, they always find the way for smile and be happy. And we start to make some pastry dough and biscuits with Chef Dalila, with them. And they were so happy and glad about it.
They were interested in the Italian cuisine.
Yeah, they was very, very, very exciting about
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
all of them play with us, play with the dough, start to make biscuits, who make the biscuits better.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
It was amazing, yeah.
Great. So is this your first time in Morocco?
Yes,
Yeah?
first time.
First time. How was it your first time here? How did you feel?
Sono molto contenta di essere qua perché sono stata accolta da persone meravigliose. È stato molto bello tra l'altro cucinare appunto all'interno del Four Seasons per questo evento, per questa settimana, ed è stato bello perché in cucina ci siamo scambiati quelli che sono un po' i piatti tipici italiani e i piatti creati dallo chef. C'è stata una bella collaborazione tra tutti quanti e quindi sono veramente molto contenta e non vedo l'ora di proseguire questo viaggio andando poi a Marrakesh.
I feel very nice. It wasn't the first time for me in Morocco.
Oh, not the first time. Okay.
No, I've been the last year to Marrakesh, Fez, Meknes,
Okay.
and Chefchaouen.
Okay.
I really love the culture that the people have here and how they welcoming the people. They are very friendly. They look like the Italian grandmother when someone out of the family come at home. So all of them was very, very welcoming with us. And we had a really good time in the first season for this event, for the Italian cuisine. Yeah. In the meantime, we start to cook the rice. We start to put some back stock.
Yeah.
Let reduce down, and for avoid the problem that you mentioned me before to the fluffy cereal, we're just waiting that the cereal, the water disappear and evaporated for the next liter of the back stock. It's important that the stock are hot and the rice always boiling.
Okay.
The stock always boiling, yes.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't boil, The rice is gonna absorb too much water, and it's gonna get softness like you told me
The
before.
mushiness.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're ready to
wow.
mantegare the risotto.
Mantegare is add mantega, which is
exactly.
butter.
Butter and parmesan.
Okay. Do you find any similarities between Italian cuisine and Moroccan cuisine?
Depends. For some reason, yes, because in south of Italy,
Yeah.
we have a lot of the Arabic influence.
Yeah.
So, like in Sicily, we used to cook and eat the couscous,
Yeah.
like in Morocco. Even some pastry with the almonds that you have, we have also in Italy.
Do you see how yellow it is?
Yeah, it's
very
amazing.
pretty, right?
So,
Yeah.
the chef that I mentioned you before,
Yeah.
Gualtiero Marchesi, he say for 60 grams of risotto is 40 grams of butter.
Okay, it's very rich.
That's the rules.
ratio.
The rules, yeah.
Yeah. Very
So,
rich.
And we're gonna shake it well.
Yeah.
And when with the butter we cool down the temperature of the risotto, we can add the parmesan.
So this, you're getting the starch out when you do this.
Yeah, you help the starch to come out, you help for the emulsion,
Okay.
and you help for the creaminess of the risotto.
And how do you know that your risotto is good? Like you're done.
Because usually you need to rest the risotto for 1 minute, 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and you finish with that.
With a little bit of
Yeah.
stock.
So when it's like this, that is
Yeah.
a bit liquid,
Yeah.
we're gonna add the parmesan, step by step.
There's no ratio, right? The
No.
more the better.
No. There is no ratio. But
Yeah, the more the
usually,
better cheese.
Usually it's a good amount of parmesan.
Okay.
So we're gonna just put some licorice on top
Yeah.
and some mix of edible flour. So there is a borage flour, there is a tangete flour.
The
You
sweetness,
feel-
it's crazy. It's purely Mediterranean taste, right?
Yeah.
And it actually reminds me of this year's edition theme, which is the Mediterranean diet. So what do you think about this year's theme?
It's very important to give a value about our tradition, because the Mediterranean diet is in our tradition, have a deep roots in our country, because we are very famous for our vegetable and for our fish as well. The quality of the product that we have helps a lot to follow this kind of diet and to keep our body in a good health,
Yeah.
in a good mood always.
Okay. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy I had you guys over. Come over whenever you want.
Thank you so much.
Thank
With
you
new
so much.
flavors.
Thank you.
Thank you.